It's the MPP application is simple. Go out there, insult, freedom of speech, ignore it, send messages across, hate speech, let catch some chan comfort and nipa kunipa. Oh yes, I we how comes in befro. Oh yes, I we because Baomia the sa office no ashe how comes in sa say Obama poku say yeah no. Eya the infantry comedy cast will be coup president na yire no. Abio girl no okan no. Omo nyina Baomia den ekoyi omo omo awa tu. Ntende this is Kofi Kapito. No Kofi Kufuado buy no. Usibia play adie no it's easy. Oh usibia all run it down the whole process. But you say where they adwini woni tirim. Jimmy Chan echo. Jimmy Kasa. We are talking sika na ye. We are applauding the government. Why? Where Jimmy to say echo. Jimmy for ne bako ka Kumasi Kikema say ne bako ka Kumasi ombaye. That the old people I say they are stupid in Ghana.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere.
After all these things.
Right,
so, breaking news and Ghana niya Ushebenyumbribiano. I just want to tell you this. This is coming in from my source here in the United States. From a year, the airport, and also a year from a media friend in the United States. This is a story. Me besa Ghana funyine hu ansana. Mastati ebusa question. So this is the breaking news. A year the lady a friend a year Sedinam Tamakloe for years now. The NPP as a political party, we all know how the NPP are fighting for the extradition of Sedinam Tamakloe. Say during the NDC era, now or a Maslock boss. As you can see, NPP demands Sedinam Tamakloe's prosecution to prove NDC's anti-corruption credibility. How from 2024, NPP 4 catch Ghana for you and says Sedinam, yeah, Jelin or Ghana. In fact, I was say court Ebuan for I was say the tweet Fiasia, Mamina Ekodi America. Now the NPP from 2024 have always said, say NDC for person who prove your say yeah. Omo party no omo nyakrom for NDC abano they don't support criminality Sedinam Tamakloe omo MPP for baby biada na. In fact, the process of bringing this woman back to Ghana no court legal tussles back and forth and it was started in 2024 between the Ekufuado Bawumia administration almost 30 any US 4 static or back and forth. The NDPP started the process. They really wanted to bring Sedinam because they thought say Ghana for best sorry etia aka say adenti and I'm so NDC for best press I say adenti na Sedinam umbra all along the NDC had always stood to say so we be the boni or Ghana or say Ghana brand any D and the NDC never fought that. And we have seen so many publications are not a free MPP4. In fact, I can show you MPP4 or Mumpen4 several times. They said or spoke about Sedinam Tamakloe to make a case for Ken Oforiata's extradition. Sedinam Tamakloe has been convicted and is currently not in Ghana to face a sentence. But the Attorney General isn't interested in that. Yet in Anabi Beka said, and the Oforiata Omo Fanemma, if we say Sedinam Tamakloe 2024, Omo NPP4 starting extradition. Say Yemfanamra Ghana no mede fiase no NDC ba power no NDC yakokwasa NDC pese Sedinam Tamakloe beba enti ye catch the MP for say omomfa kenofura tamra na yemebu anfo na yemfa nto fiase a say oh Sedinam no adentina proceedings no mo start ye say processes no mo start some de beba eye Ghana no na wabede fiase no NDC ba no mo continue but we need to understand this memo obi aremfi MPP aban and started sa legal tripway. No decided say Sedinam ye jailing or Ghana no Wakwa bridge the beba to almost starting 2024 April and MPP4 egbo mutimu pose the Sedinam beba. Nobody fought, nobody resisted. In fact, you can never pinpoint to one press conference at NDC here can say Sedinam, even though she has been jailed in Ghana no say NPP4 the neighbor nobody did that. And they met to Makacho as I speak, Sedinam Tamakloe is on a flight to Ghana to face I don't know what I'd call prosecution or to start her sentencing. And as I speak to you right now, Sedinam Tamakloe will arrive in Ghana tomorrow, 9th of June 2026 at Kotoka International Airport. The police will pick her up. Sedinam Tamakloe or to plane Musisia or Ghana. Na your sentencing or Ghana no besha abruchi. Right now, no, the NPP from 2024 almost starting a US Attorney General Department security agencies Kasaya Gofredame. You remember Gofredame taking initiative or engaging a US force or somebody said in a mobile US foreign document for 2 years. They have studied, they have done everything. Today, my imagine say their Gofredame mo ekaye NPP aban kaye says Sedinam needs to be basically evacuated or sent back to Ghana on a flight to serve her jail and the US for Atta Gofredame asemanase. They have basically studied it. They have gone through the legal all the legal bridges and everything hurdles, and they met my catch the US forum from 2024. Gofredame as an attorney general on the US for the committee boom almost some de Sedinam extradited in the Ghana and then I do say Sedinam Tamakloe is on a flight to Accra International Airport. Or to play Musisia or China Odru Ghana, the Ghana Police Service will pick her up. And then Embra ewo Ghana nibidi. So person oko jail na omani lawyers contest the sentence na. She has the right Ghana Embra oho. But what I can tell you is anaju amenoka say MPP for over 4 years they have been telling Ghana for say they have been working on this. They have been working on this case. And Gofredame so China media no he is the one who started the extradition of Sedinam Tamakloe. And the Gofredame MPP ni nyina no Sebio abeto anase infaswa abaso and the Sedinam ba Ghana or to plain mu as I speak. Obedru Ghana ochina the 9th of June 2026. Into Ghana ni na ohwemia news no ebreki wa ha first. Sedinam Tamakloe MPP for eka se yemfa Ghana. Former Attorney General Gofredame estate processes no on the US for estate kasa say omo den omo fanembra Ghana omo extraditing no and the extradition no baso or plane musisia yede no eba Ghana. So what the NPP started, with all due respect to the NPP on this one, no, they have really done well. Omo they said them Tamakloe aba Ghana, and I really applaud Gofredame for a hard worker. Why yeah, all the conversations back and forth. How many US 40 years before they left power? Remember, Gofredame free power and as MPP free power is almost a year and a half now. It means the work they did, and no ena esebio a day in Faswaba. Into Ghana Nibia embassy, NPP for campaign to bring Sedinam Tamakloe to Ghana to serve her sentence, and then I say the lady is on a flight to Ghana. Odru Ghana, Ochina Ghana Police Service. Ghana Police Service ebe cheno na I will say the concern. So this is the breaking news for you. Sedinam Tamakloe has been extradited for 2 years, for almost 3 to 4 years. Kaisa almost starting 2024. Gofredame started here. We have heard the NDC or seen the MPP. We've seen the MPP several times. Ye raise Kedofori Tasama. Don't catch and say Sedinam Tamakloe issue no. Sebio ye nyang conclude ye. I was America for the deba. And a Juma Gofredame started say Juma no in Faswabaso. So kind courtesy NPP Gofredame no Sedinam Tamakloe onam ekwanso a oba Ghana. Ochina ye the documents ba be documents a kire say NPP and start sa extradition process we Gofredame and start here, and we want to applaud Gofredame, applaud the NPP, applaud our leadership. As you can see here, say the way Abaya Dibo Tichino Momi for the same Abano Embo. It as I speak, US State Department, Omode Mrs. Tamakloe esi plane moi omodono eba Ghana. Girl we odidi John Dramani Mahama, the president atem utia Ghana mrano. Today we woke up to see this, and it's quite interesting. Ninyana say MPP for Mahmoud Bawumia a director say Hawa Kumsin emfa girl no na ombona baso na omomanisika for what she said. Abayua we a friend Menat or 10 years or Sechirezungu ewa Ashanti region na ojira TikTok kansem efa President Mahama ene ne yire ho ka say omon ye no munku president no munku ne yire na ne ho ntono na MPP for che okansem bebre ende ye de ne ko hye efiase a sebio ohiani ba ne ho pepra se akoko kontwa ne ho tantantantantan ye yi ni pie no. As usual, the NPP led by Bawumia, the new policy strategy and they say obi edi bone obi eka nsema etia nipa titrubia na Mahmoud Bawumia akache the party for say omoma omo position omumbie ni office momo. It's because we've been speaking against Bawumia, meeting these vagabonds, criminals on the sidelines and thinking say he's being smart about it, Wahande sa ejumano ediama hawa kumsin obotuo, a woman who said she was proud to shoot people pull a gun as a minister in public. How Kumsin. Now, and then Osha, girl, I see about Baumia handing over Ediama a year. How Kumsin. How Kumsin person be a national women's organizer. So these are the kind of termites she wants to raise. Makache Ghana for say. Right now, no Baumia nene yire any MPP for not set standard be. Ni na say the president atem, the niratem incite hate towards them. Catch obiso ngokunu. The moment you do that, you become a member of the NPP, and not just a member, you will be rewarded in the party. And that is the new NPP policy. And that is what we are witnessing, because it has become a cycle. Be out to say where we pay na Baumia ageno. Until right now, no obi obe side be no be Baumia be your godfather, na Samira be your godmother. So right now, no saga we ya ade okoye ye nyina nim se etia nyame. Ade okoye nyina nim se ohie ni ba. Sebien who tan onim de obedi ochina kra no anka say a political party needs to speak against and tell the young people sebio omaya majukra so join the party that these are not things they need to follow, no. And the NPP, that party, no, this is the style, this is how they want the party to be basically managed. Into Mahmoud Baomiano right now, no, this is how they are encouraging young people. Into Siano NPP need. You don't need to be intelligent. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to be some extraordinary person who can think. You just have to be stupid. You just have to be foolish. You just have to go in there, insult people, create some kind of image. And to me, go and do things. So right now you can see. How a kumsin kofa girl on the bar in the office. Baumia ko omukuchiano. Omuye namkaso. Baumia cannot shake the lady or take a picture of the lady in public. And it's not pictures, no. Omuyi Baumia film, no. So this is clearly what is happening in Ghana. Right now, this is what the NPP represent. Intende, omuye side no TikTok, Facebook, YouTuber. It is how that is basically the application form to be a member of the NPP and also to be dragged closer to Baumia and the campaign team. The NPP application is simple. Go out there, insult, freedom of speech, ignore it, send messages across, hate speech, let catch can some chan call for nipa kunipa. Oh yes, I we are how kumsin befro. Oh yes, I we are because Baumia the sa office no ashe how kumsin and sa say Obama pokwa say yeah, you know, Baumia ekoye de ekoyi no. The fancy comedy cast will be president in a year, no helicopter net off from the fancy comedy cast say, Yanyasi, Ombeku president Nakaho. A year, a bill girl, no, okay, no, Omunina, Baumia, then echo you or Yomawa word too. Intende, I buy your way, do I know Baumia handing over the Amaha Kumsin, how Kumsin and taking care of that office. Intende, Oben said there will be more people on social media, more people on TikTok, more people on Facebook. They will be replicating whatever this girl did. Because that is what Baumia at this point sees. Say it is the only way to win elections, and this is where we are today. This is where we are. This is the NPP. Ghana for say party never NPP. This is the party, because you see, since Sanko 4 way, static cancer and some way. Senka sebio party nyansani wom na se sebio enye Jimmy for na executives are or sanko mu release statement ka say it does not matter how you feel about the government, it does not matter how you feel about the president, his wife, or whoever is in this government, or the NDC. You need to understand that this is a party you respect the freedom of speech and the rule of law, and that if you at the end of the day when dim rano so now can seminar otra ana o cross the boundaries Emma asamuchwa, we as a party we will not associate ourselves with it. But the party to date they have not done it. You know why? It is because that is the new application form. So a person joining MPP, you need to be like this dirty girl, this filthy smelly girl. Right now, no, the MPP, this is the party. This is the NPP. This is the stupidity we have been talking about. Jimmy party, nobody can clean the foolishness in the NPP because naturally, Jimmy, that is how they are. And then a party open power. Party of free power, Obia party, no, Obia Peso party, the party looks like shit. And this is your strategy of winning elections. Are you stupid? Don't you have leaders and elders in the party? It will be to me say a party, no, and young Kwasia this say but today, instead of the party at the end of the day telling people like this to never come close to the party, they are rather bringing such criminals, stupid, weak-minded, foolish young people who don't have anything to their names. And we have Ghanaians. Jimmy ni betina radio catch us say me MPP ni be intellectual so you Jimmy for intellectuals is not side way. The party is filled with tribal stupid fools who cannot speak real issues to followers. And so this is what you are selling. When about Baumia Tong, this is why we should vote for Baumia and the more bottom. It's as simple as that. And the more Jimmy, you think this can convince anybody to come follow Mahmoud Baumia? Never. Because idea where you know air time. From the time Uncle Foy started Jimmy Omo, nobody. Let me tell you people something. Ghana Nina Okoto about 2028, you know. Anna MP before Jane said that who 1992 politics. Anna MP before Jane said, yeah, that was I'm Rena, your radio station bako, Munu Miensa, and Nipe Ewa Santimemu, and no mutumi chatro at that nipa bebre, and yet you might be more. Sadly, it doesn't work. The young people in Ghana, some of so-called in conformity radio TVs, they laugh. They see them as jokers. Right now, they all know what is going on. They all understand the situation. In fact, about 10 years ago or 8 years ago, not Ghana for take governance. I say now we share Oba, Bema, young man, old person. Now who governance say idea is beyond them or him or her. But today, people have come to that realization. Say, Kwasia to me DDA position, Jimmy Ford to me DDA party. If we say Sebio party, Jimmy Ford no doors to me. Now the people are not easily swayed by. Say your party na de ya Santi4 party ya Can4 party ye de Kumasi na yefuru mahye sa anyoma na nya dwuma biem. Right now it's all about you letting the person know say onya kromfo unye wi unim nyansa and most importantly ubun intelligence. Anytime sometimes you hear some of the MPP people and our communicators on the TV so no can say mini radio bia ana me to busa mo say are they actually thinking about the people they are speaking to? Are they actually weighing the people listening to them? Because ultimately obi say Paul Yando, ultimately obi say Paul Adumochire, ultimately obi say Chema Wuntumi, now ultimately obi say Abronye. Then other people, you ask yourself, did they first weigh the people who are listening to them before they make a statement on TV? Do they actually do that? Because if you first weigh the people listening to you, if you first weigh your listeners or your viewers, you will be very careful the kind of statement you put out or your submission. Because unless you say, unless you say, until somebody can send me and Antiaco said this had made sense to people. No. Right now, it's so easy to just go into somebody's house, walk into somebody, or speak to somebody on social media and convince them, say, Toma MPP. It does not work like that. And ye juma biem. Sadly, ye juma biem. Into the MPP should find a new way. They should find new ways of trying to rebrand the party and especially communicating to the intelligent Ghanaian. Now, there are more rational Ghanaians than the foolish ones in the past. Inti someone nimuna samajun da moya mo say more than who ye MPP and ye MPP for me Kevin I am a CEO. I have my own company. I have my own TV station. I have built my own empire. I am an MPP person, but I'm say MPP for Jimmy. That is why I support the ideologies of the NDC. So I am still an MPP man with an MPP card. But I want you to understand something. So you're MPP and just you need to also reason as a human being. Because you're both MPP and now you're MPP, it does not automatically make you stupid like a South African. Say you're MPP, it does not automatically make you foolish like Chema Wuntumi. It does not automatically make you stupid like Eddie Abronye. You need to use your conscience. Why do you say yeah, Juma? So sometimes we tear MPP for communicators. Last we tear Paul Yando na or ka amwako hene and amwako hene awo and then na me share say na mo ho yam mobo na party ni am mobo. But we could say and because me tear na say inkusie ne dawson. The inkusialization. Inkusie na party mo dawson because enye inkusie na dawson how can a whole regional communication director sit on TV? Amwako Atta, amwako Dr. Amwako hene adentina wa wumienu adentina wa like you are wasting our time. You are just wasting our time. That will not give you any vote. It will not change anybody's mind. It's like this recent issue of, private company be aqua organize the award. And people in their own voluntary, people who are government officials say, I want to be part of this. Obianko for Abansika, Obianko can say Abanka, and also no, somebody's like, hey, it's not going to win you any vote. That thing is not going to win you vote. A private entity and organizing the event and a member of parliament or a minister alcohol and a mufili say, take, I can pay for somebody to be given an award. At the end of the day, so to me, as a minister, we are for Abansika. This cannot give you power. The MPP, you need to understand what wins power and what does not. We need to understand what wins power. And you are missing that line. Your message a winning power and your message a pleasing base. And if you don't get to know the difference, Uber pleasing base was election time was saying 24%. And that is the distinction you people don't know. Their messages are ultimately winning power. And your messages are you did pleasing base. And it's okay say, oh, event to be a coso, private event to be a coso, and my inviting ministers be and your minister be award. Oh, the Aquati, no, you're so much for award, 7 minister be a Janica. So minister be your non-bottom sika, and I could award me on privately. What is the crime in it? That will not win NPP an award. It will never get you it will never win you power. You can never win power with that. Those things, the last word there is gone. People want you to communicate real message to them. Because during MPP time, we saw all these things. What did we do? We laughed about it and we walked. But when it came to the elections, we made decisions based on the hospitals, roads, the promises, dollar from 3 all the way to 17. Those were the things that got us angry. We got angry because Ekufuado Baumia, those idiots could not build one regional hospital in 8 years. We were talking about people who are not employed. We were talking about basic things. Those were the things that win elections. These things, they don't win elections. And Ekufuado, all these things happened. This was a regional minister. This is a member of parliament. We laughed about it and we walked. It did not influence our elections, our vote. These things don't influence our vote. What will influence our vote is that John Mahama Kaso Beye we were here. That's the most important thing. Because under MPP, we saw all these things happen in Ghana. Dr. You and Mama Award and did it influence your vote? No. So whether an MP goes to a private event or stays at home or his friend goes to say, I am going to put this money in there, give my friend it will not affect the job that has been given the MP. That's it. That's how it works. So, team. So we have to understand. There are so many things in Ghana, MP before Kanwasama. It does not win vote if people still don't get the communication. Oh, ignore. Team, ignore this one. Don't pay attention to these ones. Team, ignore these ones. Don't pay attention to this one. You get it? So, anything I may check the MPP for no. These things, you say, over the weekend, MPs, ministers, baby. At the end of the day, the government money sitting there will be in Saka. No. Every minister have their own social life. The president has released a statement. Because these private entities cannot be verified as a member of state or as a minister of state, you have to be careful involving in such event. That's it. It's done. That is all. There's nothing here. But do you want to tell me, say, sir, private event 20, I should decide election 2028. Minjina no son to about. Where kwasia? May tell MPP for how communication is done. There are two forms of communication. I do communication to win power. That is why I hate where it hurts. I can do communication to please the NDC base or the MPP base. Those ones, they don't win power. But I know how to communicate to win power. And if you don't know that fine line, you will talk and talk and talk for 20 years. You will never win power. That is what you need to understand. That is communicate. That's dialogue. You need to understand these two things. Because there's the line between communication or communicating to please your base and communicating to win power. It's a thin line. It's like magic and miracle. If you're not very clever, you will not see the difference between miracle and magic. And that is what the NPP, you are losing. You don't understand. Miracle is forever and magic is temporal. But when Jimmy Abaji said miracle and magic are the same. Until with them communication, the NPP will be pleasing their base for the past 8 years. They cannot win one vote. They cannot convert. Because you see, as we speak today, why not to Obama John Mahama in 2024? are legitimately when would the Ecos or Ghana or Bagasemiko tam to Miama Baumia, how can you convince that person? John Mahama won with 57 votes, over 6 million votes. That is what we are talking about. And those people who went out willingly to vote, they are still in support of the government. They still believe in the government. Things are not perfect, but when they compare to the NPP for the past 8 years, they will choose this government over any government. So at this point, how do you devise your communication? Is the communication to please or communication to win? Choose one. But I feel that the NPP, the communication to please your base is more important than the communication to win power. And that is where you are stuck. And that is where you people are. It is difficult for you people to get out of communication to please base because, one, all your executives want to keep their position. Your flag bearer is not ready to listen to the truth. Your flag bearer is not ready to be told the truth. Your flag bearer is still a liar. He has not still come out to defend himself as an economist. So it becomes difficult for you to be selling shit to the people who know how shit smells, how shit looks, how shit can damage their white shirt. It is very difficult. So you people need to recalibrate. Sit back and analyze the issue. Party negu anamuhu. Mama jumana easy mama ayafu. I was thinking, say, you people were coming with something stronger, something better, communication to win power. You are doing communication to please your base. South Africa, Yedimunsama issue was South Africa, and over the weekend, another 345 more Ghanaians evacuated from South Africa returned home. And you see, Yaya Martin is getting close to 1,000 people, and Omo Eba Ghana. Now, the question here is, stepping back by 30 years. And now, let's make it, let's start from 1992. You were 2026. Yenim say evacuations have happened between countries. But you see, this particular one, it's unprecedented because the kind of logistical work you need to do, the kind of collaborative work you need to do, the kind of diplomatic stress you have to go through, and the kind of investment you need to put into airlifting your countrymen from South Africa to Ghana. It is not a joke. You cannot just walk into somebody's country and say, my citizen is here, I am coming to pick them away. No. And so some people see it as, oh, Ghana for South Africa, but no, it does not work like that. It does not work like that. You cannot say, Ghana for Guinea, into Ghana for the plane across Guinea, Ghana for Nyamometremnianko. It does not work like that. A lot goes into lifting even an individual from a country. So okay, so for Ghana near Benin about just one Ghanaian, you end up spending money. There is going to be a lot of resources you need to put on the ground to bring one Ghanaian from Benin. Unless you have not traveled before. It is someone who said, Nipa 300, Kaba, another 340. Do not underestimate this. And remember, Ghana for more South Africa, no, they are in deep shit. And when I say deep shit, maybe you have not traveled before, but you don't know how this works. Obuoha on to me MPM free fee enko the next block enko pepa no kranto. Obuoha nemban to me go school because on to me find the banning enko school obi betuma china bu nekuno. Obuoha eduane ni fridge eduane ni fie sika kakra no ba on to me ko kromu ko didwa. Ni neighborhood ote. Ehon nyina South Africa for omo te omo pe nipa abro mo on to me pon trusting in neighbor. This is what we are talking about. We are talking about people living under stress and duress. We are talking about people who are always scared. Say, sound because people can attack you and kill you, take every single thing that you own. So it is not just going to South Africa and saying Mumbai plane. Because remember, before an airline will even take off, every single person on that airline should be qualified to be on that airline. Everybody has to be checked. Background check, thorough check has to be done. Remember, person on that airline should be qualified to be on that airline. Everybody has to be checked. Background check, thorough check has to be done. Remember, before a flight takes off, so many things go in before even the flight. That company will admit that I want to take this mission. Not just say, plane this is one and say, oh, Ethiopia Airline, no. There is a process you need to go through. So sometimes when you see the South African Ghanaians in South Africa with the Ghana ambassador to South Africa, the amount of work he's doing just to make sure Ghanaians, let me tell you, South Africa is 100 times bigger than Ghana. For somebody to move from Cape Town or move from maybe Durban, and now somebody say Bloemfontein, all of them coming to Pretoria, somebody from even Joburg, Gauteng province, it is not easy. Just to say Gauteng, it's not a small province. So for you to be able to organize these people, some of them don't even have access to transport because they cannot walk out and say, Ghana Embassy in Pretoria to be part of the people they will screen. No. So it takes a lot of work. Sometimes the embassy needs to send people out there to go look for the Ghanaian to bring those people home. So you don't just sit in Ghana and see this as, sorry, Ghana Fwaba, it's a joke. It is not. Don't underestimate it. There are so many Ghanaians in South Africa. Sabio, omo ticket. Say nya ban we na step in and come to import for kanko airport some for plane ako. I am telling you. There are Ghanaians, they still have their return ticket. They have their passport intact. They have whatever is intact. They're moving from your home to the OR Tambo airport to fly to Ghana. You can't even do it. So for an embassy to step in, for a country to step in, for a foreign affairs minister to step in, for the president to give the green light that go every extent to bring any Ghanaian who wants to come home. Don't underestimate what this government has done. And then I'm going to say, there's been a lot of evacuations, but the work that has gone into this evacuation, especially in the middle of this chaos, majority of the people in Africa, when they are evacuating their citizens, what they do is they wait for the damage to be done before they evacuate. In the middle of the chaos, if you're able to evacuate, that is unprecedented. And the Ghana government, through their foreign affairs ministry, they are evacuating Ghanaians where other citizens from other nations are hiding. That is the line you need to draw. That is where you have to appreciate what this government, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the embassy in South Africa, the ambassador there, you need to appreciate the work they are doing. Even the United States of America, they don't just evacuate people when there's chaos in a country. When the U.S. wants to evacuate its people, its citizens, once in a while, and during the war, in Tokwane chaos like what's happening in South Africa, more time they tell you to report to the nearest embassy and be safe there. Because in the middle of the chaos, you cannot trust anybody. Diplomatic mission, diplomatic conversation can break down. People can act as if what you have sent to them, they did not see it. Imagine the Foreign Affairs Ministry sends an email to the South African Foreign Affairs Minister. He decides not to communicate the thing to the president, communicate to the security agencies, and pretend he did not get any email. If the Foreign Affairs Ministry organizes flight or people to to South Africa, they can pretend to be like, we don't know you were even coming, and that they can be attacked. So these are things. You don't just sit and speak as if say, this is not a joke. That is why when you see those Ghanaians in the flight, they appreciate their buying because it is not a joke. I've lived in South Africa for almost 2 years. I know how crazy those people are. I know how those people don't give a fuck about even their own lives. So what you are seeing, I have been there before. It's a fucked up country with fucked up people. They don't care. They kill each other and they laugh about it. They eat virus, they drink beer, and they fucking rape themselves and sleep. When people are in such situation and a country steps in to save them, don't sit in Ghana and underestimate this. No, you should be proud as a Ghanaian. You should, in fact, understand this president means business. He is ready to protect every single Ghanaian in Ghana and outside Ghana. When these people came to Ghana, see the joy and excitement in the eyes of Ghanaians who are coming back home. It is not a joke. We are Most of these people, Mamika Vijo, and you'll be a South Africa behind a course or Cotanaho. And you'll be the way some people want to experience life, some people want to challenge themselves. The way some people feel like, you know what, I want to also go here and make something. It's the same way. 99% of people who travel from Ghana, and you're more person to be manso, so we need to understand. And respectfully, there are people on this flight and also about Ghana. They and Kenya Ghana and before one community member Ghana BM. Obo and the passport ahira. Yeah. Obo and the passport ahira. The passport or the buy and the visa boom ahira. Only any form of idea or the compact I need to fly back. You get what I mean? So don't just think say NDC government, John Mahama buying Wakofa Ghana for time for. I heard Okujato Blackwa say when they went there to airlift or evacuate Ghanaians to their Ghana, no, they did not ask say where are Santini, where are Uneni, where are Infantini, where are NDC, where are Pipini. They made it as transparent as they can because they wanted Ghanaians to come home safely. They were not like where are Uneni, from Okujato Blackwa, Fauna for Nina Momon first. The process was that oh, ya Ghana ni now person Kofie, now Ochres or ya Ghana ni with the right documentation is screen. Now we need to be crying between the Waba. That was the process they went through. Menti so biaba beka se Jack, Braya eba, ye could remember zo cry, yes, I want to funti amayan transi, yes, I asantifo, yes, if Kumasi, inti amayan transi, yes, I anonymous asantifo, omuntuma NDC. Nobody. It means the process has been transparent, and that is what we have been asking for all these years. We don't ask for a lot, we don't ask for so much, we ask for basic governance. Respectful governance, people to be intelligent and knowledgeable to know that Ghanaians just need this to survive. That's it. Yeah, and no pay Kofi Kapito Kotina TV so where the anka adwene woni trim ka badwene say where the onyambo kuya o nipa. Listen to him.
But like Nana said, if you want me to appreciate the job of a minister, right? He used Mr. Okujoto Ablakwa as an example. Without due respect, a foreign minister doing what the Ablakwa did is normal business. Okay. He didn't do anything extra. He didn't go any extra mile. I mean, it's not like he went and saw somebody there. He used his own personal money to go and bring them. We pay for the trip. Right. What's so special about it? He was just doing his duty. Right. And I like that he was able to do his duty. Right. But there's nothing special. Right. This thing is done over. Okay. Because we like mediocrity. Okay. We applaud people for not doing too much.
Now you see the stupidity in some great people in Ghana. This is Kofi Kapito. We don't Kofi Kufuado buy no. Or play at the end just easy. Or run it down the whole process. Kabaju say where they are doing when trim. Where Jimmy Chan echo. Where Jimmy Chan echo. Oh Jimmy Kasa. Okuja to anfani sika na yeye. Why are we applauding the government? Why where Jimmy to say echo? Jimmy for ne bako ka Kumasi a. Obeki kema say adana ne bako ka Kumasi ombaye. These are the old people I say they are stupid in Ghana. You see, we should downplay the process and everything. Hey, and I think we are not supposed to hold anybody responsible and accountable in Ghana because Obusa president said, "I didn't see what because Misika into ultimate cheme kopes cabra." Hey, I don't know because Misika. This is a stupid fool. This idiot in 2015. Time a demonstration here to John Mahama no. Na kwasia we so open leaders or mo dwene o mo be Ghana. Kwasia mpanyiwe. And you see the funny thing, these people have hidden behind Yedi Eko School. Omwe Jimmy too. We need Jorton Kwamu Fin. Uchamu Sema yellow. Kofi Kapito. Yes, so head of Consumer Protection Agency. Consumer Protection Agency is not any serious agency. It is not government or not the crazy here. I don't know what did you want to do hande. Oh, yeah, be a friend of Consumer Protection Agency. Yeah, and Ghana and the expert food bag Ghana Miedi. They create these things and they make money out of you. They are nobody, useless people. Me say most Ghanaians think say Consumer Protection Agency is a government institution. No. Because you want to say, I want to them no say, hey, and then you might be just swa. Yanka say we and no more better on Ghana. The same way as Kofi Bento, oh, Imani, think tank, a Jimmy Fuangwa. And that is what they do. They analyze the system, they look at the system, they find the loopholes, and they survive on it. And that is why I keep telling Ghana for say, majority of these people are foolish. We are not supposed to listen to them. See the way he's underestimating the process. Traveling with just a child, one kid across the globe, it's not a joke. For you to evacuate families with newborn babies, young kids, and then Kwasian Page said, well, when you need to say and sound so, but not say what has Okuja to Black done? It is too much. It is not his own personal money. Kwasia. And these people, when we diss them, no be to ye we also will not be obibeshem. When I say oh no bibeshem because there's no use. He's a useless man. He doesn't even understand. Me see. Sadina Odia Ghana for Kofi Kapito. Who is he? Oh, he's the head of Consumer Protection Agency. Consumer Protection Agency is not any government institutional. Any government institutional. It is a Malata Women's Association. Malata a grass cutter sellers association. Edum tomato. Any agency be a papa biao. A yomu adjini nomdi bitimo. Abind the any quality control no. I deal with a Consumer Protection Agency. I don't want to tin or them because they wanted a way to take money from people, extort money from traders, extort money from people they know who are vulnerable. So what they did was that Yanti be a friend of Consumer Protection Agency. Now they be any press conference say, "Well, my go find my bonnet, no more feature, no more show more pot, no more jinyoma, say can want them." That is what they do. Consumer Protection Agency. What have they done in this country? They put it together. These are very dirty fools. Very dirty people. May see, Consumer Protection Agency, what have they been able to stop in this country? Go back and check on them. They are agents up to some Malata Women's Association, a Kobe Sellers Association, a Kosimintim, a Tailors Association. Omunya any extraordinary group, a yomo the creative mamo because they saw that loophole across Central. Almost nothing was Tokro dem Kumasi. Tokro demo Ofori dia mommy anti be a very Consumer Protection Agency dia no mo oh yeah they protect consumer ben na Ghana you protected or have from these people aduane egu krom asay wo krodum ukobusa go so the FDA will handle it kwasia no akwakwetena event say please a hand of applause for the Consumer Protection Agency CEO kwasia penyi wonye adwuma that is what they live on. Consumer protection omo agency why it's just mere association. So don't let these fools, they are foolish people. I know these people. I have lived with them. I know they are dirty people. Dirty, greedy old men. Messiah, if you can find me the 2015 demonstration, the sayings Kofi Bento said, we want thinkers. We want a nyansa from the Ghana. So Satan no beseku for the president. Ekufu Satan no bypass too. Na Mahmoud Baumia a symposium and symposia. Na onam Ghana say dollar na e what no den MDC for bon. Na onam Ghana say obia benya den one consensus one dam one na Kofi Bento kwasiampe na no hwa go. Osian Sulemun Tari bo obia sum we need intelligent people kwasiafo de Kofi Kufu adbre. Na na Kufu about power. When you see Caribbean no kwatran chen say omo Jimmy and they were unity because MDC na full. Because they believe in democracy, they believe that everybody can share an opinion. Anyway, they are the people who destroyed this nation. And in Ghana, we allow these stupid old men, stupid, every day. And the young people, they don't get it. You see how he's downplaying all that we are seeing? I wish I could find myself. How did we caption it? I'm trying to find on the system. 2015 demonstration on we say you to Mahama. Kuma mama he led that demonstration. How did it? No, our friend saying what was the demonstration? Occupy Flagstaff house or something, right? Occupy Julobi house or something. Kofi Bento na lady Kofi Kapito oni Kofi Bento Kofi Kapito Kofi Bento Sankuma Yofi Grant finance minister friend saying Ofori Atta. These were the people who led or led that demonstration. Let me show you. Besides, I'm trying to find the videos and my team will pull it. Kofi Bento na lead this demonstration. Omu yom de kufu de jimi we bema ya na no twe omo ho. Obi say, hey, where the minimum no. Where the minimum at that time echi Yesu na Peter eto na akokọ de bon no. You say papa we dey say oni Yesu na say that be minimum no. Hey, we Yesu we dey we jimi. Sa na Kofi Kapito mu dey na ne kufu ado. They are so mean, very greedy, they are selfish, they are hypocrites, they are basically dirty old men. They have destroyed lots and lots of lives because Jimmy, these are the people who destroyed this nation. Besides, I'm trying to find the demonstration. Now me actually Ghana for occupy Ghana. What's here for? And the matter now by what did Okudjata Blakwa do? Hey, if Okudjata Blakwa did not use his own money to airlift Ghanaians to Ghana, and so many engine too, we are boa. Oh, dying. Go na your friend is saying Ablakwa, I didn't know from the second call left Ghana from South African bra. Never managed to Ghana. Ablakwa, never managed to Ghana. Moyam Kwasiafo. You people have nothing to say. You have nothing again to say. You are done. And we are not going to allow you fools to come back and come talk trash, destroy lives, take money, and then put us in a ditch again. Kwasiafo. I can't find it. Kamensa can come watch Kofi Bento we Jimmy too. Listen to him again. Papa Penitoto.
But like Nana said, if you want me to appreciate the job of a minister, right? He used Mr. Okudjoto Ablakwa as an example. Without due respect, a foreign minister doing what the Ablakwa did, it's not my business.
Okay.
He didn't do anything extra. He didn't go any extra mile. He didn't go any extra mile. I mean, it's not like he went and saw somebody there. He used his own personal money to go and bring them. We pay for the trip.
Right.
What's so special about it? He was just doing his duty.
Right.
And I like that he was able to do his duty.
Right.
But there's nothing special.
Right.
This thing is done over.
Okay.
Because we like mediocrity. Okay, we applaud, like Nana said, if you want me to appreciate the job of a minister, right? He used Mr. Okudjoto Ablakwa as an example. Without due respect, a foreign minister doing what the Ablakwa did is not my business.
Okay.
He didn't do anything extra. He didn't go any extra mile. He didn't go any extra mile. I mean, it's not like he went and saw somebody there. He used his own personal money to go and bring them. We pay for the trip.
Right.
What's so special about it? He was just doing his duty.
Right.
And I like that he was able to do his duty.
Right.
But there's nothing.
He was just doing his duty, right? Onye time na omoya campaign na Ekufuado 2015. Yen pa Mahama na Ekufuado mbra. Kwasiafo ka bibia kire. Yen ye Jimmy. We need thinkers, intelligent people. Nana Ekufuado betena power. Neba Emma obi beto nyumo Jubilee House. Eka che nyina say fuck you. Kwasiam panyin. And otu dwene wa betena say Okudjato has done nothing. This is Kofi Kapito.
The president.
This thing that you should show respect. The other man is stealing. He's killing you. Why do you have to show respect to him? The other man is stealing. He's show respect. The other man is. You should show respect. The other man is stealing. He's killing you. Why do you have to show respect to him? In Brazil, what happened? If the young man called Sule Muntari was not brave enough to slap somebody, yes, do you think we would have known what was going on? No.
For me, it was very reminiscent of.
You should show respect. The other man is stealing. He's killing you. Why do you have to show respect to him? In Brazil, what happened? If the young man called Sule Muntari was not brave enough to slap This thing that, you should show respect. The other man is stealing, he's killing you. Why do you have to show respect to him? In Brazil, what happened? If the young man...
In 2015, when they wanted to take over government, they wanted their girlfriends, their dirty wives, they wanted to steal money. They were telling us that when the young man is telling the old man he's fooling, you say the young man doesn't respect. Kwasia. And I'm going to go for the Jimmy for Kofi Kapito 2015. As man no catch no. Or say when the young man is telling the old man his mind that the old man is a fool and he's stealing, why do you say the young man does not respect? These are very foolish people, unprincipled, dirty dwarfs. Very unprincipled people. When they needed their power, no more person did to me from a Haman 2015. They said everything. What did they say? They said, if the old man is fooling, now I'll catch the young people don't say Mahame Jimia, Mumbo Margin Chirano. Now Mumbo Margin Chirano, Quasibia Macasa Mumwadie. Afemati. These people will sit on TV and tell you, oh, the young people today are talking too much. The language is too strong. Kwasiato. You were telling the young people in 2015. You were showing them what to do because you wanted Akufo-Addo to be president. You wanted Bawumia, this raccoon, to be president. You said everything and did everything. You people sat on radio and TV, cooked jandam, lied to every single person that you are intelligent. You are just a mere leader of Consumer Protection Agency. And a Abodamfo group, different Sedinam. Who have you been able to mark in this country as Consumer Protection Agency? You, your people, you cannot protect yourselves. You want to protect consumers. A foolish man. You want to underestimate what we all appreciate? Nobody can underestimate what we appreciate. Because the Akufo-Addo Jimini we cry by and most saw on the so. When the Akufo-Addo was in power, every time Kofi Kapito Tina TV saw, oh, we leave everything to God. Right now, we allow the system to do itself. Obwa omen to man ke Akufo-Addo se kobe kum. Anko the we baba shaw tuma mu aka so we unum wi. Enso unum wi. Nana do dan Akufo-Addo on chari hu obe settle up. Akufo-Addo ba power na Jimmy fomu nyan tumi nkasa o betena TV so no mu bube emu nkwasiafo no betena tena broche time Akufo-Addo be di president 8 years ehon ye te e ba kese ewiase de ye say ukumfum a unkum ndwa obi a obafum akum no onfum ndwa time Akufo-Addo di president ehon na newscasters aka newscasters omutumi read news 1 hour na ebe 90% omutumi nka asem no nkwasiafo After 6 o'clock news. Peace 104.3. And then you might be a so you can't free a ship house. Na enyumbre nana adodankwa Akufo-Addo, president of Ghana. You say wako high plane and na watinim yebedi hu nkomo na efa sisi ada paso ne sika samun sansam akopie court na galamse wunsem ya Professor Frimpong watin de krata biaba na krata no kre anasa nya no kre eno so yebegi nipa no asem momen twa ho ne fa kasebo no emam konkonkonkonkonko na dane be enuanom yedamase samaba peace 104.3 na enyumbre yesi na adodankwa Akufo-Addo president sebi oda Ghana no yesi otwe kwa na wonam kɔ na mpedifo na kan yɛse chia na chia na mbuye ene nsema abetudwa ene se na danko Akufo-Addo amanfo ekeka yekeka an okudwato ablaka ekeka we de yeni obi enso de namfreme ma aba no ene yekeka yɛse sebo wanko bia sebio de wonam so kɔ na asema yeka nyina se se na danko Akufo-Addo president wakɔ han de plane and the plane no eno na sebio yɛse shower ewom na yɛse yekobi na manka bi de na nka sebio wanko krampo na nka ena mpedifo so aka yɛse akwara ode yɛka baba fie no sebio otigya ho na ɔbɔ besia enuanom asemu ya sekrena ya adwiri mu nyina sekrene president de eden ena ɔhyemra se ɔnkɔ hype na afei ayebe kwasiafo news na da ne be ontumi nka asɛm no se president na Jimmy ontumi ngidwom afei wada news ni nyina be ena me nuam ponsa so ha ena kasebo no betoa so yo abena metiase efia medase na ansam foforo mu so no ye nuaba anti sisi adapa ode anti abehwo ye nyankase ye ma me baako asema ye munkam abeto no so no obi besie ye nkanto so ma ne nye ho na esia de ye kaka ye keka news na da ne be 8 years de ye nyina beti be me na menim babu Akufo-Addo be di president da mu say sa ebe nyansa wom me tama na Akufo-Addo be di president me say ebe nyina nkwase abe Ekufo de bedi president who say sa benyansa wom. Ye nua ye nana ye sister panyini aya eya no sisilia da pa ende na asem abetodwa. Na se wiase de onyame ene pra nipa ho. Na sebio asem kese be sia franka isi so ena de yaka to so men nye ho. Na nsem a ye keka ye tete a ye so ye kote beka foi de e be kyerɛkyerɛ mu ne wa divert se ono oye reporter. Kwasiafo Temana John Mahama ye president in 2016. Ya damasi peace 104.3 and the Cassia body emu epi emu ding minimum ba efia ene atiha ena ye be green samono amamatia eye siremu brema 10 gramo I for John Dramani Mahama no aka say se be yenti obia ene de asam no ya bodo polo na kan ye edu neso ye church mu bia nya yie ene de se enko charge kanea yenko charge phone John Dramani Mahama president bia sebio ende ne nan aka ne nti ema de obeka bia ensi so eno ye dwom President Mahama time yetimi kyerɛkyerɛm ye dwom ne ye de wom kwasiafo mo dwe nsɛm nim nyansa gye nipa ye be dwom moa entina kan de ka kyerɛ mo no.
And your statement is fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. Obviously, Uncle School. And okay, French. Fallacy of Latin. Fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. It's simple terms. The statement is a fallacy. Wow. Fallacious.
What's the day? November to November. Me I know my no calendar. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop.
You know, sir, I'm a pop star. Versatile fucking. You jai we could be to go change him. I got to Eddie plane private jet. Yani, you jai we be to change him to private jet. Oh yes, I know. You're dangerous. Yes, a franca one quiet. You see peg out to me too. Yes, we pay about the panya nation.
You know, sir, I'm a pop.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere.
The MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Wusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahe, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. I tell you without mincing words.
How a better near to me Asha Ghana Sikasem a developing Ghana a better near to me I'll make sure say I journey I'm a Ghana couldn't him but Miaka say about Miaka the verb.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere.